Well, I have some good news for everyone, or for me, talking to everyone, depending on how you want to look at it. Anyway, haven't has anyone noticed through network marketing how amazing it is? Like with other industries, when you start having success, you kind of want to keep it to yourself if anybody else is in the industry, so that way you can kind of move up the ladder faster than them. Or if your boss, is there, you don't want to tell him too much, so that way maybe you can take his job down the road. But with network marketing, you want to help everyone. The whole world is for everyone. You can't have every single person in your downline. So the goal is to help other people succeed. The other people in your downline, the other people that are with you on your team. It's truly an incredible feat. I was thinking about that because today I was very successful. Well, at least for me. I'm low fry compared to most of the people out there. But I had a very successful day, and it's like, I can brag about this. I can tell other people and help other people. And granted, at this stage, I mean, nobody watches my videos. We're talking less than 10 people a day. So it's not like I'm helping anybody. But hopefully, down the road, this will be a tremendous help. I apologize. I was already in bed and realized I hadn't done a video yet. And so that's the reason I'm not wearing anything. And so I'm just trying to be respectful and stay hidden. All right. So about today, I went to a mall. So I did a YouTube video, and as I am talking about this, I will try to look it up so that way I can tell everyone else what to do or what video it was. And it literally changed my prospecting, hopefully career, and I think it did. I really do. So I've been an outgoing person in general, but I have pretty much stalled out every single time when it comes to people having objections that I didn't know what to do with. So if somebody told me they had a job, they were bored and had a horrible life, or they were looking for a job or something like that, of course I could send them towards network marketing. But there's two critical errors I've been making over and over and over. Whenever people were willing to talk about my opportunity, I went over backwards to try to find a time that would work with their schedule in mind. It was just like, oh, well, today doesn't work out. Let's go tomorrow. Oh, you're not available tomorrow? How about the next day? And it turned into I looked desperate. But I didn't see this in myself. I just was wondering what's going on. Why am I not succeeding? Um, so that was one of my issues. The other issue that I was having was that I'm looking for that video as we are, or as I'm saying, sending this, was that when people had an objection, like, or I shouldn't say an objection, just the conversation didn't go as well as I would expect. Like, they didn't say, oh, yeah, I'm looking for another opportunity. I didn't know what to do. Or if they liked their job, I didn't know what to do. So I talked to somebody, and poof, I didn't know what to say. So I watched this video, and it was super awesome. I'm still trying to find it. I found it. Here it is. Okay, go to YouTube. Ray Higdon, Higdon, Mastering Cold Market Prospecting. Changed my life. Well, so far, as of one day. But in one day, the two main things I learned from him, sorry for the jerking, were to always be in a hurry. And I've heard this all the time, but not in a hurry, but to look at it from the perspective of a doctor or someone like that. A doctor, he's always busy. So when he tells you he has an appointment available, or let's say you go in, you're sick, and you go to a doctor, and he's like, yeah, well, I can get you in a week. And you're like, doggone it, I needed to be in there quicker than that. I don't want to go to an emergency room, but this is frustrating. So what happens is you're like anxious to get in there, and he's super busy. Well, then if his bookkeeper or accountant or whoever they are calls you and tells you, hey, we had something open up last second, yes, you can make it in, you're going to be there, you're going to be jumping on that opportunity, and you're going to be going out of your way to get into that office. It's the same thing. When we're setting up appointments, we set one up. If they can't make it, okay, man, no big deal. I'll try to get back to you when I'm available again. It's not going to be tomorrow. And if it is tomorrow, it's because something just opened up. And so with me, I'm using someone as an organizer because I suck at staying organized. And so I told her the same thing. I was like, hey, whenever we're able to get people in within 48 hours, it needs to be like, hey, this is a rare occasion, and let them know that. And I'm not for lying to people. I do not believe in that. But I do believe in letting people understand that it's an important opportunity. And whether that's, whatever it takes to tell them that, as long as it's not a straight up lie, I'm all for it. So that was number one. Number two was the way he communicated on the transition of going from a normal conversation to a business conversation. And if a person likes their job, you have a potential to still prospect with them. If they don't like their job, you have a chance to prospect with them. So I literally have gone, the first thing I did was stop at a gas station, and I succeeded. I think I mentioned this in my previous video earlier today, that I succeeded first person prospecting, bam, got her. And the thing is you learn that you don't, if the conversation isn't going well, who cares? Move on to the next person. But if you're having a conversation with a person, let's, try to work it towards an opportunity with your company. And so what I ended up doing is I did a bunch of shopping. And when I say shopping, I mean, I think I bought a coffee and a cookie today. So I didn't spend much money, but I would go into stores, I would look at clothes, and if I ran into a good salesperson or somebody that was talkative or anything like that, I would start talking to them. And if they liked their job, I would tell them, hey man, it's awesome that you like your job and you have passion and you're doing a great job for it. We're looking for people that have passion. We're looking for people that have that drive like you do for this opportunity that I have. Would you be interested in checking it out? I can guarantee you it has the potential to make more money than what you're doing right now. And you can do it part-time or full-time depending on what you choose with our industry. And so that's one of the ways I would go about it. And when I heard that through that YouTube video, I was like, it just clicked in my head, hey, that works. And it would be the same thing if they didn't like their job. So I would go and I'd get to know them. I'd be looking at clothes. Oh, yeah, how long you been doing this? Oh, it's retail. Oh, so what don't you like about retail? Oh, I don't like the hours. Or, you're dealing with customers all the time and they're never happy, or whatever their excuse would be. And it'd be like, hey, man, would you be looking for another opportunity? And that's what it was. It was literally that simple. And I don't know why I didn't catch on until I got that YouTube video that explained it to me. But I didn't. And so now I am just super stoked. I think I got right around 10 people today in 6 to 8 hours. And I'm not talking, nothing was awkward. The conversations were totally normal conversations that you would have. It's just you learn to lead it towards your opportunity, and you learn to take advantage of the opportunities when you got them. So that's what happened today. I'm super stoked, and my goal is to just keep on pounding the pavement. I have one presentation tomorrow at 3 p.m., and then I plan on what do you call it? Not marketing, prospecting. For a few hours before that presentation and a few hours after that presentation. So I am just super stoked. I can't wait to see how the next week goes and to see if it is just a super lucky anomaly that I had this happen, or if it was truly the learning curve that I needed. And I'm talking, I've got 2 different shop owners, like they literally owned the company that they were working on or with that I got, and then a security guard, and then the rest of them were just people that were selling clothes. So there was not a particular group of people that I found. Yeah, it was just super awesome. And on a side note, I put a bunch of flyers out, like I think nearly 500 the other day on cars. I think it was like 450. Not one callback from all of those flyers. So if I was going to make a prediction, or not a prediction, but just a warning, don't spend money on flyers and put them all over the place. It's not a good selling technique. Granted, it's a small sample size, but I would expect at least a couple calls from that many if it was going to be much success anywhere. So that is my perspective on that. And I thought they were very well done flyers. They were pretty educational, but they didn't mention network marketing. They didn't mention our company, and they did mention all the opportunity for money and work from home, all that stuff in not one call. So that's about it. Till next time, peace out.